13. On Morning, that's his first.
And Keith Askins, a good defender and a tall one, pushing Michael out a little bit further than he likes on that fadeaway shot. And at the other end,
Jordan off the fake, and again drills the fadeaway. Beautiful change of pace dribble to set it up.
Well, first of all, when you're guarding Michael Jordan, you cannot give him baseline. He is just too quick, too hard to help. So you force him to the middle, but he makes that hard dribble, quick stop up in the air. And there's the post move by Scottie Pippen. And it's Hardaway beating Kerr off the dribble. Hardaway, a good post player against players his size or a little bigger, and especially against Kerr.
Michael Jordan making his return by hitting the three. There's Marley. Unable to hit the three. Kukoc running the floor. Jordan able to recover. Michael Jordan again. He is 16, and the Bulls have opened up their biggest lead of the game.
And the tone to the bench, and he is feeling it offensively. Nice little back pick, and the defense goes with Tony Kukoc. Michael stepping beyond the arc, and then on the slow break, the lazy pass by Kukoc, Michael finally grabs and knocks down the shot.
7-0 run for the Bulls. They lead by 11. Well, Michael Jordan on fire. He has hit his last 16 points in all to lead the way.
And Michael doing it every which way. The hard baseline drive and the dunk. That time left all alone for his third three-pointer of this series. And then on the fast break, he got Alonzo Mourning in foul trouble.
Bulls 32, the Heat 21. Jordan, yes. Michael showing the entire repertoire in this just a moment ago. Bulls 34, the Heat 23. Jordan over Leonard. And he gets the friendly roll.
At halftime, Phil Jackson's not doing the thing with Chicago. He's saying just go out and do the same exact thing, get the ball into Michael's hands as far.
The Heat. Hoffer to the scoop. And tipped home. The Bulls looking to go up 3-0 in this best of 7. Rodman is fouled.
Been few and far between, and it's exactly what Miami needs. It's an easy basket.
And an easy basket right there. Leonard gambled on a steal and a cost.
Movement to make it tougher on the defense. Everybody just standing stationary, but a little late today to change things.
Michael Jordan with 28 points.
For the game that you just had the sense that Michael Jordan was due for one of those special type games. Now, he had 37 points in game 1, and as we mentioned, a great fourth quarter in game 2, but he didn't look like the Michael Jordan that we're seeing today.
Phil Jackson telling us earlier that his team has played better on the road. Another sweeping move by Jordan.
Well, normally the Miami Heat defense closes down that lane very quickly. Dan Marley too slow. Alonzo Mourning not quick enough to get over and try and block that shot, as the Miami Heat defender standing straight up, and you can just see it in their body language, see it in their faces. They just do not believe that they can handle the Chicago Bulls.
Knicks. Well, the Bulls of today, we look back at Michael Jordan versus the Heat, Game 3 of the 1992 playoffs, the Heat's first ever home playoff game. But Michael played the spoiler. He hit for 56 points in the game. That's the second highest scoring playoff game in the career of Michael Jordan. Bulls won it, 119-114, took the series 3-0. And half to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan putting the move on Anderson, who walks him off the screen. Seeking to wrap it in 4 here this afternoon. Jordan, yes, for the game. Rodman going down, just looking to pick up fouls now. Jordan, yes.
Hardaway in the post position, but it took the Bulls so long to get him the ball, and the double team got it out of his hands.
Michael Jordan setting it up on the crossover. Jordan with Hardaway in close quarters again.
It's been a struggle for Michael Jordan all day long. 6 for 28 from the field, but starting to get the rhythm now. Just beating Dan Marley, getting up in the air, knifing between 2 defenders to put up the jumper, and then Brian Williams setting the screen. Nobody's showing up to help out Tim Hardaway.
Turned it up in the third quarter, did it defensively to get back into it. Jordan now very much back into it.
Amazing, as Michael looked so slow in the first half of this game, no legs, all of a sudden has reached down somewhere to get this kind of movement and energy. Unbelievable.
7 at the line.
But we're going to lose. Let's have it be somebody else besides Michael Jordan.
Dennis Rodman is back. Coming on for Judd Bushler. 6-point. Jordan looking for some space. Picked up on a switch by P.J. Brown. To the fairway. It's down to 4. And a timeout taken by Miami. With
shot. And then Michael Jordan dropping the head. Beating the Heat to any kind of double team. Getting up in the air. Penalty. With Jordan back to the line.
Major break for the Bulls
to get into the ear and the head of Alonzo Mourning, showing a lot of restraint.
And somehow find the strength to turn it on here in the fourth quarter. Jordan has the look. Puts the moves on Leonard. And fire. It's down to 1. He has scored 20 of the 21 points in this fourth quarter. With 2:17 to go in the third. Jordan over Leonard. And the Miami lead. As long as there was time, there was a chance for vindication. And the game's greatest player took it upon himself. A 20-point fourth quarter explosion brought the Bulls within striking distance, and the fire back in Michael's eyes.
In the middle of the court, I guess you'll see that this is what Michael meant by it's all personal. Watch Michael. And by the way, another thing, Marv, Michael, after practice today, went out and played golf. Shouldn't affect him today.
Down 0-3 and come back to force a 7th game. The 1951 New York Knicks did it in the finals. And the 1994 Denver Nuggets. Here is Jordan. Michael putting a signature on that one.
Well, the under Jordan get the dunk. Tipped by Pippen, stolen by Harper, sending Jordan on the breakaway. And Hardaway had a notion, but pulled back.
Jordan off the head fake. Michael Jordan gives the Bulls an 8-0 lead.
And it's not. Well, as slow and as lethargic as Michael looked in the first half of Game 4, he is that much quicker. Everything Michael is doing so far, very crisp, very sharp, all of his move as he is so focused into this game.
Luke Longley said the other day, the great thing about a bad shooting day for Michael Jordan is he always has the next day. Minutes and the energy level, we talked about this during the game, seems to pick up in the second half, which is incredible because it looked like the legs were a problem, but he said no, he's just missing his shots. He was missing badly in the early going.
Almost.
Jordan going behind the back, Jordan extending off the tip.
Martin Mourning inside, and he can't mess around with the ball. He's got to look for a quick scoring opportunity. When doubled, give the ball up.
Michael Jordan looking on target right from the opening tip. They're looking tentative, as they did during Game 3 in Miami.
And Michael Jordan staying after it after Dennis Rodman keeps it alive. And that's what Dennis Rodman can do for you. Get to the rebounds, get to the loose ball. Michael Jordan, so sharp, so quick, making Sean Leonard work extremely hard at the defensive end.
24-10. At one stretch, they led 16-2. Oh, Jordan off a beautiful lead from Harper.
On the wing, and Sean Leonard trying to not deny him the basketball, and this is a long backdoor alley-oop pass from Ron Harper, but Leonard makes the mistake by not.
One of the Miami 15. Jordan, he had lots of room to operate.
And he didn't play at all in Game 4.
Happy getting the time with Pippen. Hurt at the moment. Three-pointer by Jordan.
Well, Michael Jordan keeps moving and moving within the offense, not getting on the pick and roll, but then cutting quickly across the lane and getting Hardaway on his back and going high in the air, and then stepping back on the nice screen from Jason Caffey to launch one from the perimeter. Now,
Here's Jordan beating Mashburn, but not able to hit. Bushler is there. Yes. Here's Brown with Bushler. He taps it back, and Randy Brown puts it down. Foul shooter 83% during the season. The Bulls with a 57-46 lead. Hoping to wrap up this series. Kukoc off the steal, while Miami wanting to set it back to a 6th game on Friday night. And yet a new 24 for Chicago. Here's Kerr for 3. Yes.
The Bulls right now with that bad left ankle.
Kukoc able to find Jordan. Yes. What a basket that hurts. A final second shot to end the first half.
Well, as cold as Michael has been in this second quarter, still going to take that shot, fade away, nothing but net. The game has to go to the offensive board, try to do his damage there.
Jordan with the step. Oh, he adjusted on the shot while in midair.
Also penetration, even if it's only half penetration like this, coming to the quick stop, getting up in the air, and just that little bump below the waist by Sean Leonard. Well, when Miami, Dan Marley took a shot in the mouth. Oh, beautiful pass to Michael Jordan as Dan Marley got hit in the mouth from Judd Bushler and just stopped.
Feeling about it, but Randy Brown has called for his first. Beautiful pass, as you mentioned, and Michael Jordan, since the first quarter, is now 3 of 14 from the field. Michael Jordan. On Ron Hoffer. Shot clock down to 3. Jordan. Yes.
Other 4 players having trouble creating anything, and it always seems to be Michael Jordan winding up with the basketball with the shot clock winding down. As it appeared, he had something to say to Pat Riley on the other way back, and Pat Riley getting a kick out of whatever it was Michael Jordan said to him.
At the line thus far.
Contributions to help out Michael Jordan, who's once again struggling with his shot.
Chicago Bulls defeat the Miami Heat. Here's Jordan. So the Jazz up by the score of 4-2.
Jumper.
And the Bulls have scored on only 2 of their first 9 possessions. Michael Jordan adding to that percentile. The Jazz 8 and the Bulls 6. Team 5:45 left in the first. Scottie Pippen. Utah 10, Chicago 8. As we come up on 5 minutes to go in the first. Jordan lost it, but got it back to Longley. And the Bulls very fortunate. Michael was able to deflect it back. Bulls lead 13-12 with 2:15 remaining in the first. Jordan, yes. Michael Jordan telling us earlier he would not force the issue. Try to work out of the throes of a mini slump, but he said he'd let the game come to him. Well, he's attempted 6 shots. He's 3 of 6 from the field. Williams on the front line. Now Jordan played by the rookie Anderson. Michael Jordan shooting over Brandon Anderson.
Utah clearly has made the decision not to double team. Jerry Sloan does not want everybody else getting layups.
At the Jazz by 1, let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you, Mark. During that timeout, Jerry Sloan very happy with the defensive effort of the Utah Jazz. He said offensively, however, you must set and hold your screens and
split right through and was able to hit.
Going to work on rookie Shandon Anderson, but no help from Antoine Carr, who was supposed to step up and trap that pick and roll.
Particularly Jordan and Kukoc.
Michael Jordan has 12, and the Bulls lead by 1. Shandon Anderson, a second-round draft pick. Utah did not have a number 1. The opening for Scottie Pippen. That's his second field goal. Now Jordan posting up Hornacek. Going glass. The Jazz 50, the Bulls 49.
With the official, that's a good sign.
Carl rarely gets involved with the officials. Only when they're taking it from him.
Michael Jordan with a good angle jump shot following up on the Jeff Hornacek rolls. Jordan putting moves on Isley and pops it out. Pippen for three. 61-57.
At the open, we talked about, Jordan wide open.
It counts and the foul. And lost only once. And that loss was game 2 against Atlantic this season in the second round. Scottie Pippen continues his magnificent performance.
Big guy, torture him.
19 for Malone. Utah by 5. 5.5 remaining. Nice pass from Longley. Good luck. Looking to reset. Hornacek is with him. Here comes Malone. Here's Jordan. Yes.
Well, Jordan going to work on Jeff Hornacek. Karl Malone coming over to double team, but is going to overrun the play and let Michael Jordan knife inside to get that shot off. When you double Michael, you better make sure you clamp it.
Utah needs to play with poise here.
Jordan behind the back. Sets it up for Longley. Yes. The Bulls have taken a 1-point lead.
We had Hornacek and the double team beat.
Next foul will put them over the limit. Here's Jordan. Yes. Michael down to 7 and 5/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The game is tied at 82. A look at that second free throw by Karl Malone.
Extremely soft touch on both of them, and keep an eye on Karl Malone backing up as he shot, and you should never do that. You got to hang in there on the free throw and follow through.
But that's behind you. You got to move on. They've come with Shandon Anderson here to guard Scottie Pippen. They got Brian Russell on Michael Jordan. Disciplined defense, forced the fadeaway jumper. Don't foul.
Jazz over the foul limit. We're down to 5. Jordan putting moves on Russell. We're down to 2. Now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in game 1 of the best of 7 on a jump shot by Michael Jordan. The Bulls with an 84-82 victory in dramatic fashion over the Utah Jazz. Michael Jordan going right at Brian Russell and hitting on the jump shot.
Standard set play, end of game for the Chicago Bulls, and a smart play by Chicago by putting the ball in Jordan's hands where it'd be very difficult to come double team. They took Stockton away. Of course, with Steve Kerr, he had to watch him, and Brian Russell at Michael Jordan's mercy.
But Phil Jackson, so calm all the time, gets up and goes, all right, I like that guy on my team. But they got it to Jordan early, and Brian Russell stabbed at it. He didn't play the position. He gave Jordan the opening.
Michael, you were so businesslike all day. You knew this was not going to be an easy task, and you rose to the occasion.
Well, you know, the first game is always a tougher game. I don't care what anybody says. I think Utah came in, they played extremely well. I'm pretty sure they're going to take a more victory from today's game. But, you know, I think we had a good feel for them. We found out a good feel for them. And, you know, down the stretch, it was nip and tuck. You know, it could have went either way. And, you know, I missed the free throw call, comes down and missed 2 free throws. So, I mean, MVP didn't do much down the stretch until I was able to knock the shot in down the stretch.
It was almost like a boxing match, sparring. You know, nobody really throwing a knockout punch till it got down to the end.
No, it was a close game all throughout the game, and, you know, it was going back and forth, and whoever made the best plays down the stretch was going to win the ball game.
Well, it is on. It is on, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Particularly. Shot clock at 7. Jordan, yes. And that is his second field goal. Hopper over to help on Malone. Karl Malone with a turnaround in the face of Brian Williams.
On his feet, he just can't get into the game yet.
Here's Jordan. Sending it out for Pippen. Down 8-1. Utah hoping to tie the series at 1. Jordan again. Day in Utah starting at 7:30 in the East. Hornacek, yes, Jim Hornacek.
Utah was just so wide open on all their back cuts, they didn't have to ever get into the pick. Just seems to be on fire, totally focused in tonight. That's conscious about his individual offense. I thought he got bumped that time.
Steve Kerr has come on for the first time, replacing Ron Hoffer. Jordan with the fake. Yes.
Well, that last three-pointer on the play before, not just an ordinary one. Michael Jordan absolutely frigid from 3, 5 for 42 coming into this game. In fact, before game 1 said he wasn't even going to look for it, shooting 12%.
Here's Malone in this first quarter. Jordan putting moves on Hornacek. Now Kerr for 3. Yes. Now Kerr is open. Yes. Now Jordan putting moves on Anderson. Yes. Well, that ends.
Albeit very slightly at this time as Karl Malone gets great deep position.
Hoffer cut off by Stockton and try to go glass. Rebound Jordan.
Well, both teams very small right now.
Pippen being played by Russell. Hornacek on Jordan. Longley for Hoffer. Beautiful ball movement.
Really starting to lay some lumber on Stockton.
Jordan with the steal. Jordan putting the moves on. The look away.
Turnovers, getting the steal, and then quickly converting at the other end as Jordan breaks through the defense and spotted Scottie Pippen way before that, but delivered it right on time for Scottie.
When you play with a great player like a Jordan, a Malone, or a Bird, you just have to do your job like Luke Longley throwing
here on NBC. 60-42, Chicago. Jordan. Yes.
That's a tough way to play the pick and roll for Utah. Brian Russell stepping behind Luke Longley to give Jordan a 3, even though he's shooting just 12% coming in today from behind the line. Here's the isolation for Jordan.
Being played by Russell. Putting moves on. And hit it.
When Michael gets the outside shot going, and he's starting to feel it right now.
Hold on Keefe.
Michael Jordan behind the pick and roll. Great screen by Luke Longley. No step out. I think Utah can probably double team that because Luke Longley's not going to break you from the free throw line, and then Jordan patiently, and Brian Russell continues to flail away defensively rather than
the chant of MVP in an NBA Finals game. It has to 5 of 8 at the line tonight.
And the attempts for Karl are what's really important. He's going to make a good percentage. The last 4 road games, though, just 4 attempts per game in the playoffs from the line for Karl Malone. Not enough.
Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan throwing glass with the reverse.
Has made a couple of jump shots now, and that is setting up these drives, but starting on the right side, hanging in the air, clearing the defensive pressure, and using the glass on the opposite side just beautifully.
He turns the corner, and nobody closes him off. Everybody's trying to get in the air and block his shot, but he just keeps going, until finally he passed all 3 guys and then reached out and dumped it in.
Well, Bill, the big reason is he's just flat out quicker than everybody else, and they just can't get there in time.
Live at 67%. Chicago leads by 20. Jordan. Yes. During the regular season, a franchise record 64. What a pass. Jordan for Williams.
Not by any stretch of the imagination a one-dimensional player. Maybe the best rebounder in the game, maybe the best defensive player in the game, maybe the best passer, maybe the best dribbler. Triple-doubles and active playoff leaders. Michael Jordan trailing Scottie Pippen.
But has never done it in the NBA Finals, and he's 3 assists away on NBC.
I already thought the Jazz would play a lot better ball game than they did tonight.
I was fortunate enough to play with Jerry Sloan for quite a bit. Outstanding rebounder, huge hand, big hand.
And other players use bad footwork. That's something that the Bulls have done as they continue to pick apart. Jordan getting closer and closer to that triple-double.
That's assist number 9. He is 1 assist away from a triple-double. His first 3:35 remaining in the fourth. Chicago Bulls on their way to taking a 2-0 lead. Assist number 10.
Scotty, Michael's telling Pippen, hey, will you please make a layup? He's worried about it, but the Bulls are probably the best team in basketball in terms of the big men flashing at the hoop. Jordan's supreme tonight.
37.
Well, we came out on the heels of what we did last game, and we were ready to take any adjustments that they made. They really didn't make the adjustments that we anticipated, so we basically stayed in the same focus that we did in the first.
Chicago able to control